สวัสดีครับแฟนๆกวางซงทุกท่านยินดีต้อนรับทุกท่านเข้าสู่บทสัมภาษณ์พิเศษกับหัวหน้าผู้ฝึกสอนคนใหม่ของสโมสรที่จะมาตอบข้อสงสัยทุกประเด็นทุกกระแสโดยเฉพาะสถานการณ์ในปัจจุบันของสโมสรรวมถึงตัวตนที่แท้จริงของเขา The General นายพลเฮงวิสมันกู้วิกฤตเชียงรายยูไนเต็ด
I started very young as player in Ajax for a long while, for about 8 years, till the second team, not the first team. But at that moment I was a very good player because I was also playing in the national teams, under 18 and under 23. But I only played for 4 years afterwards, no 5 years afterwards for professional soccer. I was stopping early in my career as a professional soccer player, and I was starting young as a coach. At first, in the beginning, because I liked the job, but after 4 or 5 years, after a lot of good results, I liked the job and I became a professional coach in several clubs, second division, first division in Holland, also Premier League in Holland. I was also a national team coach of Armenia, and a lot of times with good results. Also promotion with Volendam to the Premier League in Holland, but also sometimes something less results. But in about 30 years in my coaching career, I think I had several times very good results, and now at this moment. Last year I was coaching a second division team, Pelede, in Holland. We became a championship there, and after talk with Shanghai United, I get interested. I was a few days here, talked to the president, to Pan and to Miti, and the second time we came to an agreement, and next coming year I will stay here in Shanghai. Because it's for me a big challenge. The club is in difficulties. It's not in a good situation in the ranking, and it's also a beautiful country in Thailand. And the challenge is to help the club and to stay in the Premier League. And also the impression from the director Pan and Miti, but also the things I heard from Ronald Krijbeek, who is my assistant now, made that kind of impression that for me it was a great challenge to help Shanghai United to stay in the Thai Premier League. Yeah, it's a bit a typical Dutch kind of style of playing, and that means that we always try to have more ball possession than the opponent. That means that you try to dominate the game, and if you dominate the game, it will cost the opponent much more energy to get the ball and to win the ball back. And in the dominating of the game, it's also important that you try to win the ball back again, to come in ball possession, and that's a great difference in the way they played before, because that's a very, very big step to make. We will try to do that step by step, and that needs time. You can do it in 1 week or 2 weeks, but in the last 1-2 weeks, we made already some small steps in the better making our style of playing. I think it's already a bit better than the moment before we started, because it's something better already in our position game. And I think that we can make more progress, but that progress needs time. You can't make miracles and do it in 1 or 2 weeks. That's impossible. We have to try to bring the players in more shape. So we trained in training camp. We trained very strong. You know also how we trained there. And for the players at this time it's hard because of the strong trainings. But it's the only way to become better. You are not coming better if you train in a lazy way, and that's also maybe the opinion you said. I look like a general of a military general, but because if we train, then I want to train for 100%. That everybody is motivated and wants to make himself better and also the team better.
But your smile never shone.
For to stay in the Premier League, I think it's still possible. I believe we have 15 or 16 games more, so that's a period wherein I say it must be possible. Yeah? But then everybody has to think only about the team. The main thing for me is the team. The team is the most important in the club, and every player, every member of the staff has to think in that way, because the main thing is to stay in the Thai Premier League, and then it's the only way of thinking what makes it possible to stay in the Premier League. So I expect from everybody, at first from myself, but also from the rest of the technical staff and the players, more than 100% to keep us, to save us in the Thai Premier League. We already did. There are at this moment already a few changes in the players. We have Kapi also in the squad. But we have actually we have too many foreign players because they can only play 4. So I think it's very important to have more good quality Thai players, and then we have more possibilities in choosing the first 11. So I think there will be some changes. I think there are already a few changes, and so in that way, I think I hope to make in the next coming weeks a good team with a good team spirit, and also in tactical way with a good tactical view and all that kind of things. We try to make it better in the last 2 weeks, but also in the next coming weeks, and that will make the basis for to stay in the Thai Premier League, and that will be a hard job, a difficult job, but I think it's possible. I can do nothing more than 100%, like I said before. I will give everything for the club, and I expect that also from the players and the rest of the technical staff. And if I did more than 100%, I can do more. Yeah, of course I have to adapt myself because it's another culture. It's a lot of other things, and I think I have to live in Thai culture. So that is my job, to live like as much as possible like a Thai. Yeah, and I already worked before in Armenia, and I also did there as national team coach. So I think it's my job to live in Thailand and to work in Thailand, and that means I have to live as much as possible like a Thai. But I also have for private my private things, of course. My family will come for a month in a few. So yeah, if they are long away, then you miss your family. That's normal, I think, and you miss also some things in Holland. But I live now here, and I think that this is a great challenge, and then you have to do it here in here for 100%. Just like I expect from my players and from everybody, because everybody has to think in the same way. There's only one thing important, and that's to stay in the Thai Premier League. I think I have to make that kind of choices for Shanghai United. That's the main thing in my job at this moment. That's right. Yeah. That's right. And everybody has to be on time. And that's part of the discipline. Yeah. And we trained 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning, and it was 7:30 breakfast. So that's part of the discipline. If you want to get better, and that's what I just meant when I said I will bring more than 100%, and I expect that also from the players to work hard. In my opinion, it's the only way what brings success, but not in 1 week or in 2 weeks, but in longer term. But I have to laugh about that, because sometimes in Holland they also say, because in my work I like to have discipline, but also honesty, and sometimes if you want discipline you have to be strong to the players.
บรรยากาศมันก็ดูมีความจริงจังขึงขังมากขึ้นแล้วก็ระเบียบวินัยอะไรอย่างเงี้ยเขาก็ฟิกมากขึ้นครับ
เท่าที่สัมผัสมาที่กว่า2 อาทิตย์เขาก็เหมือนกับว่ามาสร้างมาตรฐานให้ทีมแล้วก็มาแชร์ฟิลใหม่ๆให้นักเตะครับให้นักเตะมีความมั่นใจหรือว่าให้น้องๆที่ยังไม่มีโอกาสหรือว่าคนที่มีฝีมือได้แสดงฝีมือ
A good feeling about the place. Took a camp last week in Ryan, and the training was good, sharp and short, and then obviously we got his first win on Wednesday. I think the TOT game we played good football, but we were just unlucky not to get a draw or a win.
โอเคครับแต่ต้องค่อยๆปรับค่อยๆจูนกันนะเพราะเราก็เพิ่งมาต้องมาดูนักเตะแต่ละคนก่อนว่าเล่นตรงไหนเหมาะตรงไหนไม่เหมาะอะไรแล้วมาจูนกันให้ได้ครับต้องใช้โอกาสใช้เวลาอะไรสักพักนึง
But in other times I can also be with them and be with humor, but if we have to work, then we have to work hard and in good discipline, and I can imagine that the first impression about
He's come in and he's shown he's the boss. So, but it's good because the second half of the season we need to get results and be more disciplined. So it's hopefully we can get a result next week.
เขาอาจจะมาแบบเข้มหน่อยว่าเขาต้องปกครองคนนะครับแต่ว่าพอมาเริ่มรู้จักเริ่มคุ้นเคยอะไรเงี้ยเขาก็จะมีลูกออกล่าเริงบ้างลูกมีหยอกล้อบ้างอะไรเงี้ยครับเพราะว่าเริ่มคุ้นเคยกันเริ่มมีการแลกเปลี่ยนซึ่งกันและกันอะไรประมาณนี้
เขาเป็นคนฟิกเรื่องวินัยมากกว่าจะว่าโหดหรือว่าผมว่าไม่มีโค้ชที่ไหนโหดหรอกครับแต่เขาก็เหมือนกับว่าเขาก็ทำสิ่งที่ถูกต้องแล้วกันครับ
เหมือนเข้าค่ายทหารตอนนี้ อยู่ระยองเลยเหมือนก็ฝึกทหารอะเช้าเย็นน้องๆนายพล
that the first impression about from you is that I look in that kind of way. Yeah, that's actually all the things I said before, that we as a technical staff hope for the support of the people, and that kind of support we need also. So we have to do it all together, and in that way, and I will bring the maximum from myself to change in the results, because there was already only 1 win in 16 or 17 games, and we will try to change that. So we will keep will stay in the Thai Premier League, and I will do everything for that. And I need the support from everybody, so also from the spectators. No, you know, one of the best coaches, and I think the best coach of Holland ever in history. He died a few years ago. His nickname was also the General, and that's why I was laughing, because he was the best coach Holland ever had. It was Rinus Michels, he made the World Championship Holland. He won the Europe Cup with Ajax. He was winner of a champion in Spain with Barcelona. Was really one of the best coaches Holland ever had, and that's why I had to laugh when he said, "You are like a general," because that was his nickname.